Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you something incredibly simple yet deeply powerful. It's a thought that has been limiting your potential, your success, and your growth. And it's holding you back from achieving everything you desire. The good news is once you recognize this thought and challenge it, you unlock a new level of success. So what is this thought? The way you see yourself is directly tied to how you show up in the world. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every result you experience is influenced by your self-perception. If you believe that you are not enough, you will naturally limit yourself. You'll hold back from pursuing opportunities, from taking risks, and from stepping into your true potential. This belief that you're not enough creates a cycle that traps you in mediocrity, preventing you from unlocking the extraordinary success that you're capable of. Think about it for a moment. If you view yourself as lacking in some way, whether it's in skill, talent, experience, or any other aspect of yourself, then you're already operating from a place of scarcity. When you believe you're not enough, your actions reflect that belief. You start to second guess your decisions. You avoid taking bold actions and you hesitate to make moves that could change your life. Essentially, you sabotage your own success before you even give yourself a chance to succeed. But here's the powerful truth. You are enough. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to achieve your goals. The idea that you aren't enough is a lie, a story that your mind has been telling you for far too long. It might have come from past failures, past rejections, or past experiences where things didn't go as planned. Maybe someone told you once that you weren't good enough. Or perhaps you've internalized that message from society's standards or unrealistic expectations. But none of that has to define who you are today. You have the power to rewrite that narrative. Once you accept that you are enough, everything begins to shift. Your self-perception changes, and when you see yourself as enough, your perspective on the world changes as well. You start to see opportunities that you once thought were out of your reach. You begin to take action that you previously would have avoided because now you understand that you deserve success. You start to step into your greatness, not because you have everything figured out, but because you believe you are worthy of achieving it. When you believe you are enough, your confidence grows, and with confidence comes the courage to push forward. Even when challenges arise, and they will, you won't be intimidated. You'll face them head on because you know that you have what it takes to overcome them. You won't be afraid to take that first step, knowing that success is not a matter of being perfect or having everything aligned from the start, but rather of believing in your ability to learn, adapt, and grow along the way. The shift from thinking you're not enough to knowing that you are enough is a monumental one. It's a shift that changes the way you approach every area of your life. When you embrace the belief that you are enough, it unlocks a new level of power within you. You start to see your potential. And with that recognition, you begin to act in ways that reflect that potential. You will no longer settle for less than you deserve. You will go after what you want with a renewed sense of purpose because you understand that you are fully capable of achieving it. This mindset shift is essential to success in any area of your life, whether it's in your personal relationships, in your career, or in your entrepreneurial journey. You can't achieve lasting success if you're constantly holding back because you feel unworthy. You can't reach your highest potential if you continue to believe the lie that you're not enough. The truth is, the only thing standing in the way of your success is the belief that you're not worthy of it. Once you get rid of that limiting belief, you open the door to endless possibilities. Here's an important point. Your self-perception is not something that stays fixed. It can be changed. In fact, it must be changed if you want to see a different outcome in your life. Self-perception is built over time through the thoughts you think, the actions you take, and the beliefs you hold. If you've been telling yourself that you're not enough, you can start to reframe that narrative. Instead of focusing on what you think you lack, start to focus on what you already have, your strengths, your talents, your experiences, and everything that makes you unique. Recognize that you've already accomplished so much and that every step you've taken so far has prepared you for the next level of success. It's also important to surround yourself with people who affirm your worth. The people you spend time with should uplift you, challenge you, and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who make you feel like you're not enough, it will be harder to break free from that limiting belief. Choose to spend time with people who see the greatness in you and who help you see it too. In summary, how you perceive yourself is the key to unlocking your full potential. If you continue to believe that you're not enough, you will hold yourself back. But if you change that belief, if you embrace the truth that you are enough right now, you will begin to show up in the world in a completely different way. You will act with confidence, take bold steps, and open yourself up to new opportunities. The moment you change your self-perception, you change your life. And that, my friends, is the first step to breaking free from the chains of self-doubt and stepping into the life you were always meant to live. Your beliefs have a profound effect on your reality. Everything you experience in life is filtered through the lens of your beliefs. If you believe that you are not enough, that belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It limits your actions, constrains your thinking, and ultimately shapes your outcomes in ways that align with that belief. But when you believe that you are enough, that you are worthy, capable, and deserving of success, you begin to transform your reality. Beliefs are incredibly powerful because they create the blueprint for everything you do. They guide your actions, dictate your thoughts, and influence the way you interact with the world. When you believe you are not enough, you'll subconsciously create behaviors that reinforce that belief. For example, you might avoid opportunities that could lead to growth, fearing that you won't be able to handle the challenge. You might undercut your own achievements, dismissing them as luck or chance rather than acknowledging your hard work. You might hold back from speaking up, from asserting yourself, or from putting yourself in situations where you could truly shine because deep down, you don't believe you deserve it. On the other hand, when you believe that you are enough, everything changes. You step into your power, you take bold actions that align with your true potential. You believe that you are worthy of success, and that belief drives you to pursue your goals with confidence and determination. Belief doesn't mean that you'll never encounter obstacles. It means that when challenges come your way, you approach them with the mindset that you have what it takes to overcome them. You believe that every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to come out stronger on the other side. Your belief in your own worth shapes the way you respond to life circumstances. If you don't believe you're enough, you'll often react to difficulties with fear, frustration, or defeat. You'll see them as roadblocks, as reasons to give up, or as signs that you weren't cut out for success. But if you believe you are enough, you'll see challenges as part of the process. You'll view setbacks not as failure, but as feedback, as stepping stones toward your greater goal. Your belief in your worth allows you to reframe your experiences and approach life with a growth mindset, which is essential for long-term success. Moreover, belief in your own worth attracts opportunities. It's like a magnet. When you truly believe you deserve success, others start to see your opportunities present themselves in ways that they didn't before. People are more likely to invest in you, support you, and offer you the chances that align with your goals. When you believe that you are enough, you send out an energy that says, I'm ready for success, I'm prepared to take on the challenges, and I'm deserving of all that life has to offer. This magnetic energy draws people and opportunities towards you, creating a feedback loop that reinforces your belief in yourself. Belief also gives you the strength to push through difficult moments. Everyone faces challenges. It's part of life. But when you're grounded in the belief that you are enough, those challenges don't have the power to break you. Instead, you look at them as opportunities for growth. Believing in yourself means knowing that you have the resilience, the intelligence, and the creativity to solve problems. When you truly internalize that belief, the fear of failure starts to lose its grip. You understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a necessary part of the journey toward success. Each failure teaches you something valuable, and because you believe in your worth, you know that you can bounce back stronger than before. When you don't believe you are enough, you limit the potential of your life. You shrink your vision, settle for less than you deserve, and lower your expectations. You play small because at the core of it, you don't feel worthy of achieving your dreams. But once you embrace the belief that you are enough, your possibilities expand. You no longer limit yourself to the small, safe choices. You begin to dream bigger, set higher goals, and take more audacious action. You believe that success isn't just something that happens to other people, it's something that's available to you too. This shift in belief is transformational. It's the difference between staying stuck and taking massive action. It's the difference between thinking that success is reserved for a select few and believing that you too can be successful. Once you believe that you are enough, you start to take the kinds of risks and make the kinds of decisions that are necessary to reach the next level of success. You put yourself out there in ways that you never thought possible. You take on challenges that previously seemed too daunting. You trust in your own abilities, and that trust propels you forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. But how do you cultivate this belief? It starts with recognizing that your belief is a choice. You don't have to wait for external validation or perfect circumstances to believe in your worth. It's something you can decide right now. Every time you catch yourself doubting your abilities, you can choose to shift your thinking. Every time you feel fear or hesitation, you can choose to remind yourself that you are enough. The more you practice this belief, the more it becomes ingrained in your mindset. And as you do, your actions will begin to reflect that belief, and your reality will begin to shift to align with it. In conclusion, belief in your own worth is the foundation of everything. It shapes your reality, influences your actions, and attracts opportunities. If you want to achieve extraordinary success, you must first believe that you are worthy of it. Once you make the shift from doubting your worth to knowing that you are enough, you open up an entirely new world of possibilities. You begin to take bold, confident action toward your goals. And as a result, you create a life that reflects your highest potential. Belief is not just a thought, it's a catalyst that propels you into the life you were always meant to live. When you fully embrace the idea that you are responsible for your own success, everything begins to change. Taking responsibility for your life means no longer blaming external factors for your circumstances. It means understanding that the power to create your own future lies in your hands. This mindset shift is not just empowering, it's essential for achieving lasting success. For many of us, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our success or failure is determined by forces outside our control. We blame our upbringing, our education, our circumstances, or the people around us. We look to our environment, the economy, or the government and say, if only things were different, I would be able to succeed. But the truth is that success is not determined by what happens to you, it's determined by how you respond to what happens. Success is a result of the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the mindset you cultivate. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop being a passive observer and become an active participant in shaping your own future. You realize that nothing and no one can prevent you from reaching your goals unless you allow them to. This means taking ownership of your choices, your actions, and your outcomes. It means acknowledging that the results you're getting right now are the result of decisions you made in the past. Whether those results are positive or negative, they are the consequence of your choices. And by understanding this, you gain the power to change them. Taking responsibility means that you stop waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions to make progress. You understand that life will never be without challenges, setbacks, or obstacles. But instead of using those challenges as excuses to procrastinate or give up, You choose to take action despite them. You learn to see problems not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow and become stronger. When you take full responsibility, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start viewing yourself as the creator of your reality. A big part of taking responsibility is understanding that you can't control everything. Life is unpredictable, and no one can foresee all the challenges that will come their way. However, while you can't control external events, you can control how you respond to them. You can choose how you react when things don't go as planned. This power to choose your response is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Successful people aren't immune to failure or hardship, but they understand that their response to those challenges will determine whether they move forward or stay stuck. When you accept responsibility for your life, you also begin to take ownership of your own growth and development. You stop relying on others to motivate you, to teach you, or to hold you accountable. You become your own biggest advocate and your own biggest coach. You take the initiative to learn, to improve, and to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You seek out opportunities for growth, whether it's through reading, courses, mentorship, or practical experience. You understand that no one else can do the work for you, and that if you want to change your life, you have to be the one to make it happen. Another key aspect of taking responsibility is making decisions with clarity and conviction. Many people hesitate to make decisions because they fear making the wrong choice. They stay stuck in indecision, waiting for all the answers to appear before they take action. But the truth is, there is no such thing as a perfect decision. In fact, the fear of making the wrong decision often leads to procrastination, which is a decision in itself, a decision to stay where you are, to not move forward. When you take full responsibility for your life, you understand that no decision is final. You can always adjust, pivot, or change course. The key is to make a decision and act. Even if it's not the perfect choice, it will teach you something and it will keep you moving forward. In taking responsibility for your success, you also learn to stop making excuses. It's easy to blame external factors for why we can't achieve something, but successful people understand that excuses are just that, excuses. They are a way to avoid taking the necessary action or to avoid facing the hard truths about ourselves. When you take responsibility for your success, you stop saying, "I can't do it because," and start saying, "I can do it, and here's how I'm going to make it happen." This shift in mindset is what empowers you to take consistent action towards your goals, even when things are difficult. Taking responsibility also involves being accountable to yourself. It means setting clear goals and holding yourself to the standards necessary to achieve them. It means developing the discipline to keep moving forward even when motivation wanes. It's easy to get excited at the beginning of a journey, but true success comes from the ability to continue even when the excitement fades. It comes from the ability to keep going when you're tired, when you're discouraged, or when things aren't going the way you expected. Accountability to yourself means not letting yourself off the hook. It means maintaining your commitment to your goals and doing the work even when it's hard. Ultimately, taking responsibility for your success means understanding that you are the creator of your own future. No one else can determine your success except you. You are the one who decides whether you are going to show up every day, put in the work, and push yourself to new heights. You are the one who determines how you will respond to life's challenges, and you are the one who has the power to make your dreams a reality. When you take full responsibility for your success, you no longer wait for things to change. You make the change happen. You understand that you have the power to create the life you desire, and you are willing to put in the effort to make it happen. This is the mindset that propels you towards success. not waiting for the world to give you permission, but boldly stepping forward and creating the life you want, no matter the obstacles. So let's recap. Your self-perception is the starting point of everything. If you think you're not enough, you will limit yourself. Belief shapes your reality. Believe you are enough and you will act accordingly. Taking responsibility for your success empowers you to create your own destiny. No one else can do that for you. Remember, the only thing holding you back is the thought that you're not enough. Challenge that thought. Embrace the truth that you are more than enough, and take action like someone who is destined for greatness. Now go out there and prove to yourself that this thought no longer has control over you. Because once you realize how much power you hold, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving everything you've ever wanted. Thank you.